RFK, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., is going to be putting together a new vaccine damage database. Now, there was at the CDC, I believe, a vaccine injury database that people, quote unquote, voluntarily made additions to. Now, all told, that seemed to catch maybe 1% of all the problems that people had with vaccines. We know that Gardasil, that vaccine that they give young women right before puberty, listen, the reason for that vaccine just doesn't make any sense. Those children, and they are children, are in no danger of getting cervical cancer, yet they're giving them a vaccine at that age, and it winds up harming them more than it doesn't. It's a horrible situation. And so this new vaccine damage database is going to track all vaccines. It'll track the COVID vaccine, which we know there are massive problems with. It'll track the Gardasil vaccine. It'll track all of them. And it's so interesting that when I was born, I think the number of vaccines that I received was less than 20. And nowadays, before a child is 3 years old, they're being stuck by needles probably around 60 times. That's a lot of very, very bad chemicals going into a very young child. It can't possibly be safe. So they're also going to be investigating COVID crimes. Now, this may include the CDC. I hope that it includes social media, because we know how quickly social media shut down anybody that either A, complained about damaging results from taking the vaccine. We also know that they shut down anybody that offered an alternative treatment. Anything like that wound up being a problem for these folks, and social media just shut them down. Generally just disabled their accounts altogether. For example, I already know that this show is completely off YouTube just because they really don't like what I say. They don't like alternate opinions. They want you to be of one song, and that is it. They want you to have one marching order, follow that, nobody deviates, and that's just not the way human beings work. Well, it is in dictator-run societies, the place where they have 100% vote for a particular candidate. Nobody's allowed to have an alternate opinion. But here in America, we are built on free speech. And it seems to me that if they're operating, if these social media platforms, if they have been operating and suppressing free speech, then they are operating outside their boundaries. That's just my opinion. But Big Pharma could be in trouble as well. As a matter of fact, RFK Jr. revealed that he and President Trump and President Trump's DOJ will be launching a RICO investigation to prosecute the collusion between medical boards, medical journals, and Big Pharma.